A very good morning to everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah, he's Italian. His name is Umberto Eco, and I'll quote him. Do you know what will happen if you eliminate all the empty spaces from the universe? Eliminate the empty spaces in all the atoms. The universe will become as big as my fist. Similarly, we have a lot of empty spaces in our lives. I call them interstices. Say, you're coming over to my place. You are in an elevator while you're coming up. I'm waiting for you. This is an interstice, an empty space. I work in empty spaces. While waiting for your elevator to come up from the first to the third floor, I have already written an article. Based on this idea of his, I have created a three-step framework to intentionalize our interstices. That's what I call it, intentionalizing our interstices. Your time is yours, and what do you want to do with it should also be your choice, right? I put a lot of thought into the act of how to step out of your default mode and how to minimize the mindless activities. I read a lot of books on the subject, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, I think about it a lot. And here is the framework that I follow, that I have come up with to make the most of my days. And yeah, this is the method. Let me know in the comments if you want book recommendations about this topic, how to focus, how to add more intentionality to your day. Step 1, identify your default. Be honest. When you have a period of waiting, what do you resort to? What do you do when you're in line or waiting for someone to come or commuting to school or work? What are the things that you do? The method to do this step may be through recalling or logging. The goal of this activity is simple, to accurately identify and define what has been going on till now. Only by understanding the past we can hope to change the future, right? So, awareness is the first step. And awareness is the easy bit. Everyone knows the things they are doing that they shouldn't be doing. The more difficult is acceptance. Be honest, yes, but also be kind. So your things may be doom scrolling on YouTube short, just on and on and on, mindless swiping of Instagram stories, skimming the news. Now, step 2. Step 2 is define your ideal alternative, define your desired alternative. It's decided now. You don't want to wake up to Instagram anymore. But what do you want to do instead? What do you want to do? What do you want more of? You most likely have an answer bubbling up. Or if you've been in the clutter of your mind for far too long, the inner compass might not be able to tell you anything. The solution to a cluttered mind is always a blank paper. Have time in your day to listen to yourself, to check in with yourself. You have to know what you want. You might want to read more books, either physical books or ebooks or even audiobooks. You might want to think more about the books that you have read. You might want to collect quotes, you might want to sketch, you might want to keep a visual diary, whatever it is. There are things that you want in your day, you want to do, that you have not been able to do, right? We all have them. We all have those desires and those wishes and wants. This is the direction that you're pointing yourself towards. Know yourself, know what you want. The third step I've called 20% swapping. And that is just to define the activity that you want. For example, if you want to write a book, but that is not one thing that you do, right? That's not one thing you can cross off your to do list. Writing a book is a whole big thing that you have to tackle in bits and pieces. So identify what daily habits can go on into that action, like writing these many number of words, writing 500 words daily, writing for this long of a duration daily, whatever that includes. Think about how you can add that action to your day. How can I add more of this thing that I want in the course of my day? What can I remove from my day to make space for it? How can I intentionally go about this? List up a couple of actions that you can do, and instead of completely replacing one thing with the other, you can do 20% swapping. That is 2 days a week, instead of sitting through your lecture scrolling away on Instagram, you can read a book. Or you don't have to make a complete switch over if you don't want to. If you want to, then that's great as well. You're just swapping it up every once in a while, maybe 20% of the times, maybe half the times. That's on you. No matter the number, that's still more time and energy feeding into something that fulfills you, that gives you returns, even if they're not monetary, but emotional returns of fulfillment, satisfaction, into something that keeps you whole and happy. Thank you so much for watching if you made it through the end. This is the concept, this is the framework, the three-step framework for intentionalizing your interstices, right? The empty spaces in your day, the mental gaps that you don't know what you're filling it with. That is why step one is identifying what you're filling it with. Step two is defining what you would like to fill your days with. And step three is going about doing it. And step 4 from this video is following the steps 1, 2, and 3. Right. You can think for yourself what do you want, what are you doing, what have you been doing, what you would like yourself to be doing. But at the end of the day, you have to do it. Right. You cannot just know all these things and not do them. So that's it. That's the 3 step plus 1 step of following it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.